Hello and welcome to the Organized Chaos Introduction to Planetary Annihilation. A lot of us have been playing this game lately, and so I'd want to take a quick minute and run through some of the basic commands and basic UI features of this game. Being a multiplayer game, of course you'll spend some time in the game lobby. Here you can set the economic advantage or disadvantages for players or AI by clicking on the plus or minus symbols. This increases or decreases the rate of resources that they get during the game. From the screen you can also choose free-for-all or team games. Free-for-all, of course, every man for himself. Team games is a number of teams versus a number of other teams. You can choose any number of players or AI or any combination to make up your teams in basically any configuration that you could possibly think of. You can, of course, choose your army colors and choose the commander you would like to play with. Your choice of commander has absolutely no effect in the game. It is purely cosmetic. Once the game gets started, you'll be given a choice of spawn locations. Simply choose your spot and click Start Game. Once everybody's done so, the commanders will spawn and launch onto the surface, as you can see there. Your commander can build basic buildings. He can also defend himself against ground, air, and naval. He is special though in that if you lose your commander, you lose the game, no matter how many other units or buildings you have at the time. You can build a building by selecting your commander and simply clicking on the building that you would like to build, and then moving your mouse over the place you would like to build it and left clicking. If you hold the shift key while you're selecting your buildings, you can queue up multiple build orders. Your commander or any other building unit will then follow these orders in the order that you specified while you were holding down the shift key. Using building queues is an important part of managing your army. You can quickly queue up large sections of your base, and then put your focus back where the action is. One of the biggest UI improvements has been the area commands. For example, when building metal extractors, you can select the metal extractor, click and drag on the ground to select an area. Your construction unit will then build any metal extractors that are eligible in that area. Different buildings react differently to area commands. For example, clicking and dragging will allow you to place a line of factories. Holding shift while you do this will allow you to place multiple lines of factories. This is especially useful once your economy is up and running and you'd like to pump out a lot of units at once. To begin building units, select a factory and click on the unit you would like to build. You can build multiple units by clicking multiple times. This will add them to the build queue. You can add units 5 at a time to the build queue by holding shift while you click, or 10 at a time by holding control while you click. You can give orders to multiple factories by holding the shift key and clicking on each one that you would like to select. You can also double click on any factory and it will select all of the same type that is currently in view in your screen. When multiple factories are selected this way, any build order that is given will affect any factory that is currently selected. This is a quick and effective way to build large armies. Once you have a group of construction units, you can use them to assist each other. Select a construction unit and right-click on any other construction unit to assist with that project. The selected unit will move to that project and assist, increasing the build speed by a significant amount. You can stack as many construction units as you want on any one project. You can also select a group of construction units and assist one main construction unit, and they will follow him around and complete his entire build order. You can also assign build projects and build queues to multiple construction units. They will then complete the orders as a group. When building units from a factory, you can assign a rally point. This is the spot that all units produced from that factory will rally to as soon as they are built. Once your unit is built, you can begin to give it orders. Select it and right-click in order to give it a move command. If you hold the shift key, you can give it multiple commands which it will follow in the order that they are given. You can select multiple units and give them the same orders, holding shift to queue up multiple commands for the group. You can also give units area commands. For example, with the scouts selected, I can click on patrol, click and drag my mouse to the edge of the world. This will set my units to patrol the entire world. This brings us to another major UI improvement in this game, the picture-in-picture mode. By moving your mouse over the picture-in-picture, you can control it the same as you would your regular camera. By moving your mouse back into your main screen, you can control that the same as you would normally. Each window functions as a fully functional game camera. You can even give units orders in the picture-in-picture window. Whichever window your mouse is currently hovering over operates as your main gaming area. The picture-in-picture window gives you a lot of freedom to keep an eye on different areas of the map at the same time. The swap icon lets you swap the images in the windows, while the copy icon sets both windows to be the same as the main gaming area. When dealing with larger groups, you'll usually be zoomed out looking at icons. It's a good idea to get to know the different icons that represent the different types of units. One important factor, especially in regards to base defense, is unit sight versus unit range. Notice that my artillery is currently in range of the enemy base, but the sight range is not quite far enough. This is easily fixed by building a radar station. Any unit can fire at any enemy unit that is within radar range, even if it is not within the unit's sight range. This is especially important for artillery units such as the Pelter, Polkins, or some of the higher tier vehicles. It's important to remember that Planetary Annihilation is a game of scale. If you think you have enough units, you probably don't. But when you are ready to attack, remember it's a matter of taking out the commander. No matter how many units or buildings the enemy has left, once you take out their commander, the game is over for them. This applies to you as well, so protect your and of course, as you get into longer games, you'll find more creative ways to kill the enemy commanders. Remember, in Planetary Annihilation, scale is everything. There is literally no such thing as overkill.